Hey guys, welcome back. This is Eric the Steric playing Where To? Hello, can you take me to India Road, East Ferry, please? Sure. Thank you. Will it take long? Is it far? About 15 minutes, give or take. A few, that's great. Job interview? Where to? You wouldn't have left it so late. Wouldn't normally get in a taxi, but I'm all at sea this morning. I guess I don't know. There. What's the job? Oh, officey stuff, typing and phones and that. Agency didn't tell me much, to be honest, but it seems alright. Just have to put my best self forward in the interview. Actually, you wouldn't do me a favor, would you? What's that? Ask me a few job interview questions, just random ones to get me warmed up. Okay. Great, thank you, okay. What qualifieds? I have qualified to a degree level, BA honors in agriculture and land management from the University of Fesh... Huh? Is that relevant to this job? Not so much the actual subject, but the skills I gained doing it. Like, I learned to work independently on large-scale projects, like discretion. I gained agriculture skill from doing research, and I assembled information into essays. Outside of studying, I was an administrator for the union. I helped manage the email list and organize big college events. So, quite a lot there, I think. Could you ask me another? I don't know, you give me any bigger words to say? Yeesh! Ugh. Why do you want this job? I think it'll be a good first step in my career. Your company seems to offer good progression. I feel like I can move up. Though I mean this job, I think there will be an interesting and it matches up with my skill set. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I moved here hundreds of miles from home. I'm living with randoms. I'm going in for any job I see. I'm well out of my depth. It's not like I wasn't told. My dad said he didn't know what I was playing at. I had a job lined up at the pub I used to work for on the holidays. Not full-time, but it was money. I could do it. Not hard work. I had to live somewhere to live. But you didn't take it? No. Dad couldn't understand why I wouldn't. You cannot be picky with the economy like this. If you think there's a better work down south, you've another thing coming. I suppose I'm having that think now. Back home I was on solid ground, knew where I was. I could see what was in front of me, and I had the lie of the land. Now I'm sort of floating around in the swim with everyone else, paying all this money and rent, competitive with hundreds of people for every job, just feeling that pressure, It's a bit scary. I don't know if I'm up for it. It feels a bit like PE lessons, always swimming on a Thursday. We did water polo. And I remember this one time the teacher was asking who wanted the ball. Everyone was going like mad, me, please miss me, please miss. Everyone else I meant, I wasn't, not keen, not a PE person. But the teacher sees this and throws the ball at me. Those asked don't get it, she says. I think about that a lot. Because I've never heard anyone else say that ever. I suppose she meant to be polite, defer to others, but you can't take things literally as child. Me being me, I took it to heart. I say I didn't like PE, but I was a good swimmer. First in my year to do 500 meters. Got all the certifications, the little embroider's badges you sew onto your cozies. I suppose I thought that was all you needed. If you were good, good things came to you. I suppose part of me hopes the world was like that. But it doesn't really, does it? Maybe not. Holy crap, a language of speaking. It just feels weird to sort of march into the place and say, I'm who you want for this job. But they ask you that in the interview. Yeah, they did. I didn't think they would. I've been fired off applications left and right. It's weird to think of someone picking mine and going, promising. It's like, reminds me of another thing. Okay, this is draft, but I was only a little like 9. When I wanted to do something really bad back then, I'd write it down in my best joint-up handwriting. I'd seal it in an envelope and even draw a little stamp on it. And on the way to the bus stop in the morning, there was this half-finished wall around the waste grounds. It had a gap between two bricks where the mortar crumbled away. And that was my post box. I posted my wishes. What sort of wishes? Toys? Oh no, I still believed in Santa. He dealt with the toys. This was, secret things. Things I couldn't ask for. Did it work? Ha, no, never. There weren't things I couldn't have. But I felt better for asking. Maybe that's why it felt weird. It's like my message in a bottle found its way to the right person. I've asked, and I might get. That can't be right. I hope you do. Ta. Oh, this is East Ferry. Yeah, we're just arriving. Alright, wish me luck. That'll be 1170. Ah, great, here you go. Good luck. Clicky. Well, that was weird. Huh. Well, we'll try that again and see what happens. Auto! Can auto work even? Nope. Alright, let's see. If we pick something different... Oh, silly. This is the opposite opinion of what I've had. Oh, silly things. Didn't charge my phone. Couldn't find my cards. Forgot how to lock the front door. If you'll credit that. I know it sounds draft, but it's got that rotating knob. It goes one way, not the other way. You can't see the bolt. Nah. It's just not together. I also made explain the things to me last week when I moved in. No good. In one ear and out the other, to quote my dad. New to the area then. Oh, new town, new city generally. Well, no. I suppose there was Fesha. Went to Yoon there. And that was a shared house, so it wasn't new at all. But this is different, How's that? Well, as a friend now, I'm just a lodger. It's not just me among strangers. I don't think I've done badly, actually. Some places, oh goodness me. I was running around a whole week looking for a place. Saw some dire specimens, let me tell you. Like one, you go in, and your head's touching the ceiling, and there's one window with a scenic view of a wall. Another, they're like, we'll be renovating, all done by the time you move in, and then literally a bathtub on my front lawn. Wow. Talk about no door on the bathroom and no floor in the kitchen. Never mind appliances. I think my favorite was the one where the front room was empty, except for these record decks and a massive speaker, full-on sound system. And she says, oh, it's really quiet around here. Amazing. This one's different. Oh, yeah, gorgeous house. Proper furniture, rugs, pictures, tidy, and clean. First day they put me on the rota suits me. My room was a bit of a trip when I arrived, but, oh, the plates, though. The plates? What do you care about the plates, lady? I think my housemate, not the one I mentioned, the other one, I think she works for a caterer's. Plates, cups, tables, they're all really nice. Restaurant nice. I don't want to use them. They're too nice. Which housemate was this? Oh, right. She's called, I'm bound to get this wrong. Agatha? Aganita? That's it. And then there's Chloe, of course, my landlady. So it's 4 of us. I think she's from abroad. I can't tell. She's got no accent. She's like BBBC crisp. Ha! She's like, oh, well, I've not spent much time with her. She's out a lot, keeps odd hours. We pass in the night. Well, we pass in the corridor. What does she do? A few things, I think. She said she had a fluent portfolio. Sounds a bit messy, doesn't it? One of them is she's just a Solimer wine, Maybe that's the flutes she means? I don't know what sort of job that is. Drinking for a living? She seems to know what she's doing. She's quiet. I don't know what to call it. Impressive? Not like physically imposing. She's smaller than me, but has a lot more presence. Commands the room. I don't think she's very impressed with me. What makes you say that? Oh, I don't know. Suppose I'm not very interesting with myself, Why not? I don't know what I'm doing. I moved here. Okay. And now it just starts cycling back into the same stuff. Okay, there we go. Back. I was dusting on top of my wardrobe, which I hadn't seen a duster in a while, and I found this note. Not at all signed and sealed, that it was just a scrap of paper, a bit torn, in these big scrawled letters. It said, hang on, let me get this right. I love Nathan. I'm so happy and grateful I lived here and had Nathan, and I'm getting better. Who's Nathan? Haven't the foggiest. But it must have been the lodger before me that wrote it. You think I'm going to end up like that? Did your housemates know anything? I didn't ask. Although, Agatha did mention someone Rosa. I caught the tail end of the conversation coming into the kitchen. We have a meal together. Agatha's a really good cook. We had this lovely grilled fish thing. Sorry, getting sidetracked. Heh. Well, bottles kept going missing from her room. She said it took a while for her to realize Rosa was taking them, and she wished she'd been more careful. Madeline said, well, it wasn't from her. She had got it somewhere else. But Agatha said it wasn't about that. It was how it was misused. Wine is for joy and togetherness for me, and about expressing the loves between friends. She said it upset her to think of her drinking it all alone and miserable. I respect alcohol, she said. I know how powerful it is. So Rosa was a previous lodger. I suppose so. Goodness. Dead woman's shoes. I hope not literally. Oh, freaking hell. Aggie was right, though. I spent long enough working in that pub to know that. Watching the same old toadstools come in night after night, sit in their corners, get hammered in silence till their wives come to pick them up. And there I am, behind the bar, dealing it out. Well, not anymore. Oops, is this East Ferry? Yep, I'm just arising. Alright, wish me luck. 1170. Look. Well, aside from not knowing anything about that person, I guess I did okay. And, yeah. God, I hope I didn't hit anybody on the way here, because, sakes, that was the longest conversation I think I've ever held with a person. Alright, guys. Well, that is where to. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!